Happy Saturday, everybody. As you can tell, looking outside, it's the classic British weather. We got rain today, but luckily for me, this video is more not to do with me, I guess, more to do with the car. So I'm having something else done to the car. I will show you on the exterior in the rain in a second. We're having some brakes done. So they've got a garage, so they're all right. But yeah, I'll give you some backstory for it.
They've been cleaned recently and they look filthy again. That is the state of the weather in the UK. If you can look through in there, it's actually quite difficult to see. Here's probably slightly better. You can kind of see and tell the lip on the edge. Yeah, they have a lip and they are creaking, so they are on their way out. Tyres are pretty good here. Tread depth's there. Easily got a couple of mil on top of that, so they won't be changed yet. I do want to get the alloys refurbed. I wanted to get them skimmed back so it gets rid of all the corrosion, and then sprayed black, so it'll be black and black. I think it'll look quite nice, and then obviously get some new tyres, get some Michelin, I don't know what they're called, I think they're called the A/S Saver ones. They're supposed to get you slightly better fuel economy, and obviously once you get your alloys refurbed, apparently it can give you an increase in fuel economy. So we will figure out if it's true. Plus obviously if we stack the newly refurbed wheels on the new tyres, it should be really good. It's the same story on the fronts. If you can just see in there, there is a lip forming, so they do need doing. Obviously the fronts aren't going to be done yet, the rear's going to be done first, and then probably in a few weeks to a month's time I will get the fronts done, and then we'll have fresh we're going to have fresh pads and discs. So stay tuned for more content Saturdays at 5 PM.
So recently my brakes have been there's nothing wrong with the brakes as per se. It's just every time I use the handbrake, it will like creak. Really weird. Never had it done before, so obviously that means it's the rears. I've looked at the rears and I looked at the fronts. Both have a slight lip in the disc, meaning they need changing sort of ASAP-ish. We're going to get the rears done first because that's what's causing the creaking. Braking's absolutely fine. There's nothing wrong with braking. Brake's fine, doesn't pull to one side or anything like that. So hopefully that's going to change it. Hopefully it's going to fix it as well. So yeah, it shouldn't be too bad. So far so good. Luckily it's not me doing it in the rain today. It is garage doing it. We're going through Click Mechanic again. I'll give another review. This is the fourth time I believe. We had oil and oil. I think that's it. So it's the third time. There will be another fourth time, so we'll get the fronts done at a later stage. We're just going to focus on the rears today because the rears are what's causing the audible issue, I suppose. There's nothing wrong with the brakes. They are on their way out. Like I said, there is a lip, so it does need doing. But other than that, there's nothing really wrong with the car. So hopefully, fingers crossed, everything goes well, and we get back a car that has less creaking. We'll figure that out, and I'll make sure I get some clips. I don't know if I can get some clips of it creaking. That'll be quite good. I'm gonna get some out exterior ones and try and show you the lip if I can, if possible. So I'm going to get through to that now in the rain, so wish me luck. It is update day, kind of. Still the same video for you guys, but for me, it has been a week later. I've just collected the car from the garage, and good news and bad news. Good news, all the work's completed and the car's done. Bad news is there was a lot of work that needed doing, and it was a lot of money. So we're going to run through what happened, what needed doing, what was really bad, and what kind of was an issue, and then afterwards I'll show you some exterior shots in the rain again of the finished parts.
Shiny, shiny, shiny. Shiny new caliper. Shiny new disc. It looks a lot better in there. Meat on the pads. A lot of meat on the pads. It's nice to see. That is the front right hand side, all done and dusted. They're all done. I'll show you around each one and how they look 10 times better. So this is the rear ones. We've looks like we've lost some lug nut covers. Unfortunate, but the brakes, as you can see, we have no more lips. calipers look shiny, and there's a load of meat on the pads, which is very good for the braking system. And we had new brake lines put in, so at least it's all sorted for now. Once again, this is the rear left. It just looks a lot newer. So you've got the brake guard, but then the brake disc itself. There we go. Lug nut cover's missing, but if we're going black, we need some black lug nut covers anyway. This looks a lot nicer in that. You can actually see a lot more. Here you go, there's the new brake pads there on the new calipers. The new discs in there. You can see the shininess. Looks a lot nicer in there. And obviously the hub there. Looking a lot nicer, so at least we are all safe and up to standards now.
So, all done. We had to do rear side, so it went in for rear brake pads and discs. All it went in for. I was going to get the fronts done in another video in about a month's time, just to get the payment basically one there, so it spreads the payment. Unfortunately, the car was not, I'll say not up to standard. It was a little bit on the edge. So what it needed doing is it needed all 4 corners doing. Yeah, it needed 4 discs, 4 pads, 4 calipers, 4 brake lines, and not great for the wallet, but at least the car's all sorted now. I'll show you some exterior shots of the finished product. So we got some new parts on the car, basically a new full braking system. So good for safety, at least. So there we go, full new braking system. Literally, he had to bleed the lines. He put new fluid in, so we've got new brake lines. You have to bleed it first. New brake lines, new calipers, new brake discs, and new brake pads. Obviously, we're going to do all of them anyway. He was saying to save some money, you could do calipers and pads and leave the discs for now, but the discs do need doing. I said, just get them done. You don't want old parts rubbing up against old parts if you can, especially if you're getting a whole new braking system, you know what I mean? Like, some parts can, like obviously you got old discs with new pads, that's fine, because obviously pads wear out way quicker than discs do, but overall you want really new on new would be best. Hence why I went with 4 new. A bit more expensive. I wanted to spread the price out, but unfortunately I couldn't. It is what it is. We've got a new braking system. We've got new things coming. We've got something to do with these as well, needs to be done. I'm going to look into that. Probably not going to be next video, but it might be the video after that. That's my hint there. So make sure to subscribe and like the video if you enjoyed today's content, because it does help the channel quite a lot. But subscribe, because there's going to be something here. And if you know what's right, I'll like your comment. If you comment the correct comment, what you think it's going to be, I'll like the comment. So stay tuned, and I'll see everyone in the next video. Peace.